best to go in now. Suggestive Boy, one of the big long shots, has just gone in. And now it's the turn of the filly, Moonlight Cloud. Moonlight Cloud walking up, goes straight in, gates closed. They're all set for the Breeders' Cup Mile. Bills sent on their way, and Wise Dan broke quickly, but not going to go quickly to the lead. Wise Dan just taking his time on the inside. That allows obviously to kick clear. Celebration goes up on the outside. Suggestive Boy is going to move all the way up to second now. Not going that fast for this kind of race. Mr. Commons has now settled back in the 5th position. Up alongside Wilcox in. Here's Animal Kingdom. Scrapes the paint in the red cap, back 3rd last. Animal Kingdom 6 lengths off these leaders. The filly Moonlight Cloud has taken back 2nd last, and Geronimo's content to trail 12 off the leaders. Past the 3/4 pole, and obviously couldn't be happier with a setup here. Obviously on a tight hold has the lead. Now coming to put some pressure on is Suggestive Boy in the 2nd spot. Wise Dan comfortably placed at the rail in 3rd. Celebration is right there 4th, and it's Wilcox in. Racing on the inside of Wilcox in, Mr. Commons, no more than 3 lengths off the leaders. They tightly grouped out here. Just in behind those two now, we have Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom looking for somewhere to run. Geronimo's far last. They are coming to the top of the lane, and obviously now tries to shake loose up front. Obviously the leader by 2, but Wise Dan now hooks off the rail in the gold cap. Obviously he's got to find more, because Wise Dan's taken dead aim on him. Mr. Commons running a big one along the inside. Celebration getting involved late as well, obviously, but Wise Dan now in full flight for the wire, and Wise Dan strikes the front, sticks his neck out. He wanted to win today, and win it he will. Wise Dan, super impressive Breeders' Cup Mile. Wise Dan won it. Animal Kingdom like a rocket will be in a photo with Celebration, and obviously for that 2nd spot.
Wow, what a race. There's Wise Dan. We've seen him make those kind of powerful moves on just about any surface, and he launches a bid to be named Horse of the Year with his win here in the Breeders' Cup Mile. Meanwhile, Graham Motion, the trainer of Animal Kingdom, with a 259-day layoff, has to be pleased with the effort of his Derby winner, Animal Kingdom.
He exploded out of the pack, and the finish was phenomenal for the way that this race was run. The opening quarter was slow. Then they constantly picked up the pace as the race went on. Final time was fast, and Wise Dan, outstanding performance.
It probably would be hyperbole to say that Animal Kingdom was the best horse, but I tell you what, he was a clear 2nd best horse because he had some traffic through the lane. And Wise Dan is a horse that's just a winning machine right now. But let's give kudos to Animal Kingdom as well, because he ran a heck of a race to be runner-up.
Wise Dan is a 5-year-old gelding by Wiseman's Ferry from Lisa Danielle by Wolf Power, bred in Kentucky by Morton Fink, his owner, and trained by Charles Lopresti with his 1st Breeders' Cup win.
Yeah.
New course record 1:31.8. Here's how it happened.
This was a perfect trip given by John Velasquez. He was right behind, obviously, the entire trip. He found a seam at the critical time at the quarter pole. Obviously, was still fresh right here. But when Johnny pushes the button, the acceleration is instantaneous on this horse. And that's what I love about him on the turf here.
Meanwhile, you saw Animal Kingdom held up back in the pack with no place to run. And when he does get a seam, the last 1/8 of a mile, he comes exploding between horses. But you got to give it to Wise Dan. I mean, this horse just does what it takes to win, whether it's on dirt, whether it's on synthetics, whether it's on grass. He would have been the favorite in the sprint. He would have been the favorite in the dirt mile. And he's a deserving favorite here. Maybe the Classic.
I think he would have gone favorite in the Breeders' Cup Classic had he chose, Mr. Lopresti chose to run him there.
And there is Lopresti. With the Celebration, he had missed by a nose with Tour Allure at 11-1 to Court Vision last year, and now he wins his 1st Breeders' Cup race. And Graham Motion, he's watching Animal Kingdom with that late burst, almost, but wow, off that huge layoff since February, you have to think that he'll move forwardly off that race. Let's go to Mike.
Charlie Lopresti, the trainer of Wise Dan. And Charlie, this horse, you've done great with him all year long. He just keeps getting better. What did you do to this horse between races to make him run so well today?
I just, you know, like I said, I wanted to use that race to set it up for this race. Didn't do much in between. We had an easy 5/8. Well, I mean, for him, he went 47 and change out in a minute and change. But I mean, you might as well say he went 5/8. A couple of days before I left Keeneland in the dark, I just let him run the last quarter. He did a 1.25 mile gallop. I let him go the last quarter. I got the last 8th and 11 flat. I said, he's not ready now. He never will be.
Charlie, is this the best horse in the country?
Well, it's up to you guys to say that. I think he's one of the best for sure. We'll see what Game On Dude does here in a little bit.
Congratulations, Charlie. Let's go to Kenny Rice.
All right, thanks, Mike. Graham Motion, congratulations on a great training job. Animal Kingdom comes back. He runs a huge race against a great horse. Your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was thrilling. We hoped he'd run like this. It looked like Raphael just had to check him at the top of the stretch. I don't know if that made the difference, but what a great run. This is an amazing horse.
As everything was progressing, what was in the back of your mind the reason that you decided this is going to be the race no matter how many days, what the situation?
You know, I thought about this back in May, and Barry and I talked about it. Then as we got closer to the race, I started to think maybe it was a little crazy, but Barry reassured me that we were okay. So, you know, he's a very special horse, and I think he showed it today.
Special effort. Congratulations, Graham. Let's go to Donna Brothers.
I'm with Johnny Velasquez. Johnny, what a good horse. How special is he to ride?
He's definitely a special horse, though. You know, it's such a pleasure to ride him, and he lets you do whatever you want with him. I guess with age, he's gotten much better, and he proved it all year long this year.
Your horse that you had to choose between, Animal Kingdom, came up running, and he ran second. Did you have any moments where you thought he might be able to get by you?
You know, I always thought that he was going to run really good today. Obviously, coming from a long layoff, but it's funny, we did have this conversation, and I thought he probably was going to be the horse to beat anyway. But riding this horse all year long, I mean, we were committed to it, and I knew this one was ready for this one. The other one might needed the race, so we stick to this one.
Your 12th Breeders' Cup win. Your first one in these 2 days. A little surprised you hadn't won more, but what's it mean to you to win these races?
Well, I'll tell you what, finally I get to win one. You know, I think Point of Entry should have won the race. I got a little bit trouble come out of the gate, and then I was placed pretty forwardly, and then the horse stopped in front of me, and then we stopped going backward and backwards, and kind of lost a lot of ground. And by the time I got there, it was too late. But finally, to get one today, it's actually, I'm very happy.
Johnny, it just goes to show how hard these are to win. Congratulations. Let's go to Tom Hammond.
All right, Donna, and of course, Wise Dan winning in course record time, just 0.55 off the world record. Wise Dan paying $5.60 with Animal Kingdom second, obviously third, and X Celebration in fourth. Wise Dan says to Game On Dude in the Classic a little later on, you better win, or maybe I'm going to be Horse of the Year.